Hello, I am Jenny Crook with WISE. I am a white woman in my mid-40s. I use she, her pronouns, and Wally Tablet is out this week. Today we are joined by Nicole Adler. Welcome, Nicole.
Hi, I'm Nicole Adler. I'm a speaker, human rights advocate, and show host. I am on the California State Council on Developmental Disabilities. I was the community grand marshal for San Francisco Pride in 2024, and I have my own YouTube show called The No Show.
Awesome. Can you share your preferred pronouns with us?
Of course. When I have gone to doctor's offices and to fill out the forms, they always are asking me my gender. He, her, he, them. I ended up checking other because it can be so confusing. I am Nicole. I already have labels. I don't need another one. I do respect others and their pronouns. I just don't choose to use one. If I have to use a pronoun, I will use she, her, for example, on my driver's license or my birth certificate.
Thank you for sharing that perspective. We appreciate it. So can you tell our audience a little bit about who you are and your work?
I was on a community commercial for SF Pride. It was part of my work. I also have a YouTube show called The No Show. I talk about things that are very important to me and to raise awareness for human rights for the LGBTQ and disability communities and empowering others.
So Nicole, your presentation was about your advocacy work and your identity as someone who has a disability and is part of the queer community. And so why do you think that this information is important for folks to know?
It's important for service providers to recognize the LGBTQ people in their programs. They need to reflect their communities, which includes people who are queer. It's important for them to create spaces that make their clients who are queer feel supported, seen, heard, and celebrated.
Awesome. Yeah, this Pride series has really focused on amazing folks like yourself who are sharing their lived experience. So we appreciate you joining us today.
You're
So
very welcome.
thank you. So I know that you work for yourself, right? You you do your no show, and you're an advocate. And I just want to ask if you've ever worked somewhere or worked in an environment where you felt that you could be your authentic self.
I would say that when serving on the council member for SCDD, I felt like I was accepted for who I am and could be myself. The council embraced diversity and created a group that we respected one another.
Nice. And can you share what that stands for?
As for the State Council on Developmental Disabilities, I oversee the whole state of California.
Oh, wow, that is awesome. Do you have any advice for an employer or a service provider who may not be very familiar with the LGBTQ plus community, but who is trying to learn more or is supporting an LGBTQ plus individual?
All organizations should celebrate Pride and recognize our unique identities. Companies should create LGBTQ resources, groups, or social events so those employees can connect with one another and feel supported by the organization.
Do you have any advice for other people who are have disabilities and are part of the queer community that want to advocate or get into advocacy for themselves?
Reach out to local advocacy organizations who can provide guidance. Find online resources like the Rainbow Guidebook that is designed to help service providers create a culture of inclusion and acceptance. There are lots of videos and reading materials that can help them best support their employees who identify as queer and or have a disability.
If you could change one thing to improve services for LGBTQ plus people with disabilities, what would it be?
Each person is unique. Oh, treat each person as a normal human being first. Don't make assumptions. Each person is unique. Give people extra time and patience. Let people be their true selves. Each person processes things in different ways. I need to handwrite questions and answers because it helps me think through my responses.
Nice. You have mentioned the Rainbow Guidebook, and this is a little off script, um, but you've mentioned the Rainbow Guidebook in your presentation and today in this interview. How did you become involved in the Rainbow Guidebook?
I got involved with community. Oscar, through mutual friends. Um, I met them through organizations, like Pauline, and putting myself out there with all these presentations online, a lot of Zooms, a lot of colleagues, lots of ongoing, and Ricky Price as well.
Nice. It seems like you guys have made good friends in your work together.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners today?
I'm excited to share that I'm working on a biography and hope to have it published in time for Pride this year. Um, and just enjoy my life, just being involved in all these advocacy works that I'm working on every day.
Awesome. So you had mentioned that you just turned 30. What did you do to celebrate your 30th birthday?
My 30th. I went on a cruise ship
That sounds awesome. That sounds really great.
and I got
Um,
a lot of spa treatments. I got my hair done, makeup done. What else? Uh, dance at the disco. They had a little disco there. Um,
that sounds awesome.
and I had amazing Italian dinner.
That sounds really lovely. That sounds like an awesome celebration for being 30. So, how can people connect with you and learn more about your work?
People can learn more about my work. Um, I am doing on my website, but I also have two YouTube channels where I post monthly videos. One is Nicole for Love, and the other one is the No No Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you know when my shows air next.
That sounds great. I admit I really am looking forward to checking out the No No Show. And I have a question about the No No Show for you. How long have you been doing the No Show?
So I did it for the second season. So I did it for at least 2 years.
Oh, awesome. That sounds really cool. How do you determine like who you want to interview on your show?
Um, Actually, Wiki Price is my next one.
Oh, okay. When is that coming out?
Coming out in March. And I
Yeah,
also pick people that are like celebrities or political leaders, based on the world that we're living in.
I think that's really needed um, to give folks a platform. So I'm thinking about the No Show, and I'm wondering, how do you prepare? Uh, do you research the people who are coming on? Um,
Yes, I do. And we search people that are coming on and I meet them beforehand.
that makes sense. That makes a lot of
Oh,
sense.
I know them.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. So you've had guests who you know well and some who are new to you.
Yes.
Another question about the No Show is, what are the topics that you like to cover on the No
I
Show?
like to talk about like almost everything. So the high priority is the State Council on Developmental Disabilities policymaking, as well as the LGBTQ community, um, and random topics like not wearing a bra is one big one. And just finding little ones, getting to know people, getting to know them as a human being first. Doesn't matter if they're a celebrity or not, we're all human and we all like to talk about media, the media and TV shows, media, representation in the media, things that people are interested in talking about. So there's a lot of topics that I cover on the No Show.
That sounds awesome. I am a fan of not wearing a bra. So when not at work, that is, key. Um, so you are based in California. And
Yes.
so Pride is coming up again. And are you planning to participate in Pride this year in California?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be at the Pink Triangle, celebrating that, and I'll be at the Resistance, in the parade. I'll be in the parade for the Resistance, coalition, with one of my good friends,
Oh,
and I
fun.
do all the events leading up to it.
That sounds great. Thinking or speaking of media, I'm curious, what do you like to watch and listen to for yourself?
Survivor is coming on tonight. There's representation in the media for that. Um, I like Amazing Race as well. Um, what else do I like for representation? The Oval.
Oh yeah, you have your friend acts on that, right? Is an actor on
Yes.
the show.
Yes, I did. What else?
Okay,
The L Word. I mentioned the L Word. Big media for the LGBTQ community. And I like watching
absolutely.
TV.
So if you were to go on The Amazing Race, who would be your partner?
Wow. That's a big one. Probably my friend Ricky.
Nice. I always thought about that. I think The Amazing Race is really fun because you have all of those little challenges that you have to do. And
Yes, I actually picked either my friend Ricky or my sister Michelle.
that sounds great. Yeah. So is there anything else that you want to share about yourself, the work that you do, anything that is you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to enjoying and spending time with you, Jenny, and Mo, and just getting to know other people around the world, and enjoying what I do have and appreciate what I do have. Um, I love to read. I like to handwrite. I like to be involved in all these advocacy work. So all these Zooms that I got involved with, even going to doctor's appointments that I have to, make sure I'm healthy enough to be on Zoom and to be presentable and just live life the way people want to be treated, and no one should be left behind and no one should be alone, in any way. And so Pride is like my happy place.
Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate your message of love can save the world. um,
Yeah.
yeah,
And my core values come into play.
yeah. Well, thank you so much, Nicole, for joining us for this podcast today. It was lovely to get to know you a little bit more. And we will look out for you for the No No Show and in your other upcoming events.
Sounds fun. Thank you so much for letting me be on this broadcast.